world.
You see how they let motherfuckers go viral for the wrong thing? He know he fucking viral in there. He probably running shit.
Nigga, I been getting money. 1-800, as we stop me up a loud pay. When it come to getting that money, we be bout that. When the sun go down, you know it's time to count that. If you tryna get some from me, meet me out west. I'm on 59 swinging with my down bitch.
Yo, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy, Big Wave Guy.
La Lindsay.
And we back for another reaction. Hey, if it's your first time to the channel, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that notification bell so you know when we dropping some new content, you feel me? Now today, we got a freaky looking motherfucker on the screen. Go ahead and read it to him, Lindsay.
NIKKO Jenkins, the most dangerous inmate in the world. Not the city,
The
but the
world, Craig. Damn. Hey, this now when y'all only see us right now, but when y'all see this motherfucker face, I think y'all gonna see why they call him the most dangerous inmate, cause he look like he don't give a fuck. He look like he trying to kill himself.
You childish.
You know what I'm saying? I'm keeping it 100, man. So we gonna go ahead and toast it up. Y'all see that boy with that crown royal thing? And let's get into the story of NIKKO Jenkins.
Imagine a man so dangerous that he's sentenced to 450 years in prison. A very manipulative and sinister individual who's a huge threat to the outside world and even a menace behind bars. This is the story of NIKKO Jenkins, one of the scariest inmates to have ever lived. Years ago, NIKKO went viral all over the internet for his intimidating look and gained an online reputation of killing.
I've seen him though. I'm late to the world.
You see how they let motherfuckers go viral for the wrong thing? He know he fucking viral in there. He probably running shit.
But how much of that is actually true, and what crazy thing has he done to be locked away for 400 years?
Yo, this is the first person I've ever seen with a voiceover show their face.
I was just thinking that in my head. I was like, oh, snap, they showing their face.
That was lit. Look at his face.
I never seen
it. He tatted up on the whole side, got a whole playbook.
From a young age, he was a witness and victim of many traumatic experiences. I mean, just take a look at this guy's lineage. His family has wreaked havoc in Omaha. That's all the criminal history of his family. Needless to say, 7 of his close family members, like his mother, father, 3 sisters, uncle, and cousin, are all felons. We'll get to what everybody played in this soon, but just know that the worst of them all is NIKKO. Constantly revisiting juvie and mental facilities, he was never able to control himself. At the age of 7, he brought a loaded .25 caliber handgun to his elementary school. And when he turned 11, he stopped regularly attending classes and was kicked out of group homes for getting into fights with everyone. And by the time he was 13, he pretty much got a taste of what it was like to stab someone. When I was 13, I didn't even know how to cut an apple. Anyways, NIKKO got involved with gangs.
Yo, when I was 13, I was literally like singing in my Air Force Ones and shit. This nigga was bringing bangers to school and shit.
Yeah. I'm still playing with dogs at 13.
And in 2003, at the young age of 15, he was sent to prison for 2 armed carjackings. During his time behind bars, he continued causing problems, and the court slapped on 2 extra charges. One for attacking a guard, and the other for inciting a prison riot. But the next decision the judge made changed the course of many people's lives for the worst. Because instead of those additional sentences running consecutively, the courts ordered them to run concurrently, which meant he received no additional time and only served his 10.5 years in prison.
Yeah, that means they grouped them all together.
Finally released. And instead of learning his lesson and reforming, he went on an absolute killing spree. I mean, seriously, this guy just doesn't...
See, how did that happen?
You see how that's how the legal system fails either one way or a fucking another. I don't know like what we gonna do to get the shit together, but come on now. Y'all know these motherfuckers be having murderous psychopathic tendencies. You can't just like, come on, man. I don't know.
Stop. And a lot of this could have been avoided if the judge didn't implement the sentences like that. 11 days after becoming a free man, NIKKO shot and killed 2 random people, Juan Peña and Jorge Ruiz. But the real kicker here is that he did it with the help of his cousin and sister, using his family in order to lure 2 men to the location. Both individuals were shot in the head and their wallets were stolen. Now, it doesn't stop there because
they probably didn't even get shit. This is
Crazy.
random people, which y'all still are his wives.
Curtis Bradford. What's
his
weird is
wallet.
that a day prior to the incident, these two took a picture together. It's like you
like,
can't
oh,
even
shit,
trust
I'm
your own
looking.
friends anymore. Anyways, the motive was simple. Nico's
Shout out, oh,
sister
shit.
believed Curtis's friends were responsible for shooting up their house 6 months prior. So the siblings set up a trap for Curtis and lured him under the impression that they were gonna rob someone else. But instead, it turned out to be a hit on him. A couple of days go by
they set
and
the boy
Nico's
up.
back at it again.
They set his
This
own
time
partner
pulling
up,
over
yo.
a random SUV and shooting a woman 4 times. The victim was a mother of 3 by the name of Angela.
See, look at that family on the look at that. That's where he fucked up at. He been killing niggas this whole time. This is what he about to fuck up at right here. This white family.
Your crew,
No racist shit. No racial shit. I'm not
his
racist.
uncle Warren Leverett.
I'm telling
So,
y'all.
we have his sister's
I
cousin,
said-
and now
I said that. Oh nah, it was about a
It was a
girl.
black
It was a
girl
girl
who
who was in school and shit. But when
Same
you fuck
thing.
with like a certain type of people, it's fucking
uncle who
over.
assisted him with the murder.
You gotta
But
keep that
there was
shit in the
actually
criminal
one more
underworld.
person. His mother, Lori Jenkins. She was the one who bought him the ammo in the first place and knew about everything that happened. Not too long after, Nikko was finally arrested due to an unrelated threats charge. And as investigators put 2 and 2 together, they realized that the murders were
He gonna
all
beat his
linked to
ass
him.
in there.
I got you. What do you mean you got me? I got your DNA at the murder scene. I got your DNA in the car.
I'm on there.
I got the weapon. I got NIKKO Jenkins.
Now, just because he was taken off the streets doesn't mean it was over.
He was kinda- I
quickly
thought he would be
began
more
his
rowdy.
tirades behind bars. In an 8-hour interrogation, Nikko confessed to all 4 of the murders,
Okay.
claiming it was just a sacrifice for the
For the devil?
Egyptian serpent god Apophis. Yeah, apparently the
crazy.
serpent spoke to him and told him to do all of that.
Oh.
The court
Schizophrenia.
put a death sentence onto Nikko, but while in prison, he got his
Man.
hands on a razor and carved Satan into his forehead.
Yeah.
You see what I'm
Then split
saying?
his tongue in half to resemble a snake. And the most insane thing he did was use a guard's badge to destroy his...
You can split your tongue.
Dick.
He was trying to make his dick look like a serpent. Anyways, all of his actions raised eyebrows as it made
Oh
him
my
seem
goodness, what
insane.
is
Because
this?
no one in the right mind would do something like that. The judge questioned the warden at the prison about how Jenkins even got the razor in the first place. The warden stated that he didn't know how he got them and said he couldn't guarantee it would happen again.
Why he ain't
it's a
in
known fact that
solitary
inmates
confinement?
always
Why is he
smuggle
out?
things into
Why he
prison
not in the
and
psych
have
ward?
access to a lot of stuff
Yeah.
they
On
shouldn't.
medication
But
that's
you're
numbing
telling me
his
that they
ass.
couldn't even stop a man that was in solitary confinement
Oh.
for 23 hours of the day while he was being checked up on every 15
He
minutes
literally
by
a
guard
psycho.
and had a camera placed in his cell. Not to mention he wasn't allowed to interact with other prisoners. On one other occasion, he even managed to grab a set of 7 handcuff keys and swallow them. Just taking one look at this guy and hearing
Oh
about
my
the stuff he did
gosh.
while knowing
Nah, if he swallowed 7.
about his family and past, it's easy to assume that the justice and health system failed him. But we're gonna pull a reverse Uno card here. Because you see, after being evaluated
The justice
by
system
multiple
failed him.
state psychiatrists,
Yeah, and the health
they all
system, he
came to a
right.
conclusion that Nikko
That
was just
motherfucker crazy.
faking his mental problems. Despite his barbaric behavior, they believed that he was extremely cunning and knew very well that if he was
Anybody who cut their own fucking face, that's
It's not
that's
faking. I
mutilation,
don't
yo.
think he's faking that he's crazy and a psycho.
I think he really talked to the
Yeah.
devil. What the fuck?
deemed insane or incompetent, then he could get away from his death penalty and be
No,
placed in a
he's been
psych ward
insane.
instead. The man was essentially fighting for his life at that point. And due to these circumstances, the court cases were delayed and there was a brief period of time where it looked like Nikko was about to escape from his ultimate punishment.
Not fit to face the death penalty. The
Damn.
ruling today changes the next step in the case of convicted killer NIKKO Jenkins. The death penalty is not a sentencing option tonight for the man convicted of killing 4 people in Omaha.
However, in May of 2017,
He still gotta get a death
panel
penalty.
of
Fuck
3
that.
judges had to make the final decision. The only way this death penalty could be implemented was if all 3 judges agreed unanimously to the death sentence.
Therefore, this panel finds
wow,
that the death
let's
penalty is
see.
appropriate.
Oh, got his ass.
Given for each of the 4 murders by the defendant.
Got
It was
him.
finally official. After many years of terror, one of
He
the
almost
most
beat that bitch.
cold-blooded criminals was finally
I
getting
know he
what he
good in
deserved.
jail.
Now, even if he didn't get the death penalty, he would still have to serve 450 years
I'm
in
about to say
prison.
life in
And
prison.
with that being said, I know this video was a heavy one, so
Nah.
what are your thoughts on NIKKO Jenkins as a whole and his entire story?
I want motherfucker to get a death penalty, nigga. Fuck that. I'm a supporter of the death penalty when you going out like this motherfucker.
Yeah. I mean, like, I understand he is crazy and he is needed psychological help. And a lot of people feel him, but he crazy. Ain't no taking back your actions that you did prior to you going to jail or prior to you finding out that you, crazy.
It's a different, he violent crazy, like,
Guys,
you killed 4 different people and like some of the people you killed just randomly for no reason, so, nigga, you're done. Hang him up.
Off with his head.
Off with his fucking head.
That's how it used to be back in the day.
Man,
that's why they commit crimes.
If they start cutting people's heads off, damn.
I know.
I think they used to put that shit on like TV.
Going to the Game of Thrones.
You feel me?
Well,
that was the case of crazy ass motherfucking NIKKO Jenkins, the most dangerous inmate in the world. And now his ass about to get a death penalty.
Do y'all think he the most dangerous inmate in the world?
Put it in the comments, because we gonna keep looking for him. If we find another motherfucker, we definitely gonna react, man.
Sure will.
It's your boy Big Wave God.
La Lindsay.
And we out. Gone.